Yeah, James Smith sent me some stuff from a guy a while back. It was like this cholesterol thing, and he sent it to me like super early in the morning, and I just came back with like all this different stuff, and I kept leaving him these messages. He's like,
"Is this English James Smith or the coach James
thinker.
Smith?
The thinker? Yeah,
okay,
the thinker." Okay. He was like, "Wow." He's like, "I found your." He's like, "I found the thing that gets you fired up."
He touched that.
I'd love to see people make changes, and maybe by like yelling and getting mad about it, maybe I'm going about it the wrong way. But I would love to see people start to head in a different direction.
I mean, you said you're like yelling and stuff, but like the guy that does yell, Greg Doucette, like, he'll just be like, it's calories in, calories out. I would like some insight on this because like last night I kind of had like a bit of a cheat or whatever you want to call it. And I mean, I wouldn't call it
Andrew.
But I had something I haven't had in a long time.
I'm waiting to see what he's going to say.
I think you brought up...
He's like, I ate fat-free cheese.
I actually haven't had fat-free cheese in a long time.
Thank you!
But I just haven't had cheese in a long time, so there's also that. But
okay.
I think you were talking about like having Catalina Crunch inside like your yogurt or something.
That wasn't me.
Really wasn't you? Okay, somebody was then. But anyway, somebody talked about it, and I was like, dude, I want to try that. So like I picked up the bag.
Probably Russell, I think.
I picked up, it was like a small bag, right? That's like the fucking whole thing. And I'm like, man, this is probably really good. And I was like, I better be careful because it was late. I had to go pick up, my son eats a fuck ton of bananas right now. So we were out, so he's going to be fucked in the morning. So it's like, okay, we got to go get some bananas right now. So I ended up going by myself because it was raining. So I'm just like, cruising down the aisle, and I just look over, I see it, and I'm like, oh, this is probably going to be too good. And I look and I'm like, well, per serving, it's only 110 calories, and there's only 7 servings inside this whole bag. Yeah. It's like, so if I ate the whole bag, we're talking like under 800 calories. Like, I think I'm going to get this. It'll be fine. I didn't finish the whole bag because I couldn't, but we've had conversations in the past where I was just like, yeah, Mark, it's calories in, calories out. Why can't like everybody just track? Like, it seems like to make so much sense, but you're like, well, once you're on the other side of it or you make that turn, you can, but not everybody can. Why not?
Pat Roger family, how's it going? We talk about sleep all the time on this podcast. That's why we partnered with 8 Sleep mattresses. Now, this mattress is the Tesla of sleep. It's the Tesla of beds. Its technology tracks your heart rate variability. It changes its own temperature based off the way you sleep so that you get better sleep every single night. It is quite literally insane. Check them out. Andrew, how do they get it?
Yes, and before I do that, I wanted to let you guys know that you can actually set the bed to wake you up silently. I know that sounds weird, but actually the bed starts vibrating around your head, and it doesn't wake up the entire household the way my phone used to do back in the day. So now I just kind of have the bed wake me up silently, and it's amazing. You guys got to head over to 8sleep.com/power project. That's EIGHT sleep.com/power project. When you guys go there, you'll see a banner across the top saying that you're going to receive $150 off automatically. So again, that's 8sleep.com/power project to receive $150 off your Pod Pro cover or your Pod Pro cover and mattress combo. Links to them down in the description as well as the podcast show notes. Let's get back to the podcast.
Why can't everybody track?
Yeah.
Basically. Well, I just think that I think that people need to be healthy first before they start to really lose weight and have it be like a permanent thing. So by healthy, I mean like you need to have healthy habits and things of that nature. You can lose weight. Like you'll hear people all the time lose 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds, but to have sustained long-term body weight loss, you need to first make yourself healthy, and you could get there by tracking your calories. You certainly could. You could get there by tracking your calories and exercising, and maybe tracking your calories. Maybe that would be something that would push somebody into a state of being on track more and planning and calculating. There's some people that love spreadsheets and love getting way into it, and they love the metrics, and they love looking at their watch and getting into the analytics and learning about how many calories they need every day. I personally just think that it can, for a lot of people, it's just a little time consuming and can be frustrating because I think that your calories are a little bit of a moving target. You could find them and you could find what is necessary for you to lose weight. But sometimes it's frustrating. You're like, I'm eating these amount of calories and I'm still not really losing. What you'll see happen to a lot of people is then they'll start to pick the calories down lower and lower. And that I just haven't seen that be super effective, because there's other ways that I would go about doing it if it's somebody that's just starting their journey and they don't have a lot of experience. I'd like to see people make good food choices, and I'd like to see people focus a little bit more on figuring out ways to get some energy out rather than worrying too much about the energy in. I think over time, if you learn to leverage protein, just eat more and more protein. So you take your protein from, maybe you're at 10, 15% protein nowadays. If you can ramp that up 5% over time, maybe every couple of weeks until you get to 20 or 30%, I believe that if your energy output is good because you're taking in nutritious foods and you made good food choices, your energy output will be easier rather than harder. When you take calories away, when you're like, this calculator says I'm on a 2,700 calorie a day diet and I'm going to go to 22, you just took an energy source away, and you're not really that comfortable with eating less in the first place because you're a larger person. You're used to eating a little bit more than that. And now you have this calorie reduction that you like. That calorie reduction could be 1,000 calories less every day than what you previously ate. You might not even have like information on what you used to eat. So in my opinion, that for some people sometimes can be a mistake. I would like to see, again, for a majority of people, to start with food choices. And the food choices are basically eggs, meat, fruit. Some vegetables can be thrown in there. Some dairy can be thrown in there. Work on the food choices for about 2 weeks. Work on developing some sort of energy output in walking, cycling, lifting. Lifting 2-3 days a week, I think, is really beneficial. Muscle gain, bone density, your glucose, your insulin levels, and so forth. And just having more muscle mass will make the whole process easier in the long run. So 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, you'll have more muscle. The whole process will be easier. The calories in, calories out thing will be easier for you, even if you're not really like lifting like a beast. So that's where I think most people should. That's how I think most people should start.
Peeps, we love bringing you all this fitness information, and we also want to help bring that information to more people. So if you could help us out, hit that red subscribe button and then hit the notification bell, and we'll continue to bring you the heat. And I won't whisper in your ear. Talk to you guys later.